Hello and welcome to Magical Travel Adventure. I am Lauren, your host, and welcome. If you're new here, I am Lauren. I am a travel advisor specializing in newcomers to Disney, Universal, and cruising. And today we are going to talk about how to survive or how to beat the heat when you're at Disney or the theme parks. If you are interested in booking your next vacation with me, my information is below and you can reach out and I will help you. So let's talk about the heat. If you don't know, in Florida, it is warm in the summer, and the summer starts at all different times of the year. It typically will start around the end of April and go all the way until November, maybe even December. And this summer is hot. Obviously, June, July, and August and September are the hottest months. It is typically always in the 90s. It is humid and it is hot. So, how do you deal with that if you are not used to that heat? I'm from New England, so we're sort of used to it, but the sun feels very different in Florida. It feels more intense. So I have some different things. I have some physical things for you to show you that might help you, and I have some strategies in the parks that might help you also. So to start, to stay cool, I do have this fan that I got from Disney and it squirts water. You don't need to get this specific fan. This was one of those COVID purchases that while we were stuck at home, I wanted something fun. And this fan, I will actually say, is quite heavy. You can wear it around your neck. I don't think that's appropriate. It's like another thing for you to have to carry. So I will say that this one that you get at the parks is quite heavy. So decide if that's what you want. I do have smaller ones that don't squirt water, and I have smaller ones that do squirt water. So think about that with how much you want to carry around, because the more you carry around, it can also make it harder and hotter for you walking around all day. But this is a good, nice misting spray for you while you're waiting outside or in any way outside during your trip. Like I said, I also have these small fans. They just turn on and, they are quite nice for you. I have the soft ones. These are soft fans. And excuse me, they're nice if you have kids because then they can't hurt their hands on these on the blades or anything. So that is also helpful. Another thing that I have is an umbrella, not just for the rain, but also because it's important that if you're going to be standing outside, you can open up the umbrella so you have some shade. It sounds silly sometimes, but let me tell you, it does make a difference. Now, as you can see, my umbrella is not black, or it's not all the way black. If you have a black umbrella, it's going to attract the heat. So just make sure that you're aware of that. I try and have a light color umbrella. This just happens to be any umbrella that I could find at this point, but any umbrella that you can find. They do make UV umbrellas, so you can look into doing that also. Another obvious thing, but maybe not obvious thing, is a hat. You should be wearing some sort of hat in the summer. And that is helpful for you so that you can keep the sun out of your eyes, and that you can just kind of protect yourself from the sun because it does get very intense. Obviously, you should be wearing sunscreen and have water with you at all times. If you don't know, you can get water with ice at any quick service location for free. There are also refilling stations all along the parks that you can fill up with water, but the water isn't cold at those refill stations, so just be aware of that. I bring in my own water bottle all the time, insulated water bottle each day, and refill it. I put it with a little bit of ice that I get from the resorts before I leave in the morning, and then it stays cool pretty much for most of the day. The other thing I have are these cooling towels, and there's all different types. I like this one because it folds up very small and it fits in this little container here so that it fits in my bag and it's not very heavy. There are some that have very large containers and very heavy containers. So make sure if you have more than two people going that will make a difference. But these cooling towels will make a difference for you. I see that if you're watching this, it blends in very nicely with my wall. Apparently, I have a very specific color that I'm always looking for. So those cooling towels are great. You can wear them around your neck. You can wear them over your head. They're great for kids to wear to help them stay cool. Um, Obviously, if you have a stroller, you always want that shade out, especially if you're parking the stroller so that your stroller does not get too hot. A lot of people put towels over it also to keep it cool and dry in case it rains. So just be aware of that. And along with the heat, this is just a basic thing for Disney, is it does rain. With the heat comes rain. So you do want ponchos or some sort of rain protective gear. Um, I've talked about it before in my packing video before. I do have these fun things that go over my shoes, these rubber things that go on my shoes that help me if it does rain a significant amount to keep my shoes dry. So you could check that video out also. It'll be down below. But those are some items that are going to help you when you are packing, that might help you. You could also do an order to Amazon to send it to your resort so you don't even have to bother packing it. Or after a day, if you're like, oh my gosh, we need fans, just do an Amazon order and send it to the resort and pick it up. And then you'll have the fans or have the ponchos or have, the cooling towels, whatever it is that you want. Disney does sell a lot of these items in the parks too, so you can buy them. It's whatever is the most convenient for you. Now, turning over to park strategies can be very different for different people, but for the best ideas during the hottest time of the year, what you're going to want to do is get up as early as possible and be at the parks as soon as they open. That is the coolest part of the day. And you want to try and do as many rides that are the outside rides. Meaning, if I was at Magic Kingdom, I might try and do Thunder Mountain. I'm so sorry. There's something in my throat. So you might want to do Thunder Mountain because that's outside and you're waiting outside and it's not in air conditioning. You also might want to do Splash Mountain to get wet and then be wet throughout the day to kind of help cool you off. Shows you might want to save until later in the day. So sorry. So that's a good strategy, is pick those outside rides in the morning. And then in the afternoon, pick inside rides or pick doing an inside or sit down meal during the later morning or early afternoon. So you get out of the heat and you get a break. Another idea is to also rest at your hotel midday when it's the hottest and then come back at night. This is a great idea for anyone with small kids too. You can go and use the pool midday and then come back. So you kind of want to make your day that you try and do some stuff in the morning, take a break mid-afternoon, and then come back to the parks in the evening. This is the best strategy in the summer. Another strategy is to get those Park Hopper Plus tickets so that you can use the water parks. Right now, only Typhoon Lagoon is open for 2022, but this is a great option. You can have a day where you do the water parks, or you go to the parks during the day, and then midday you go over to the water parks. So these are great options. Sorry, I totally put my hand in front of the mirror, the camera. But these are great options for you when it's really hot outside and can help you stay cool. Hydration is the most important thing. You want to be drinking water, not as much soda, because you want to stay hydrated throughout the day. All right, so that will do it for today's show. I hope you enjoyed and learned something today. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to get notified when we go online, especially for July, because we are going live for 30 every day in July, because there's 31 days, to talk about vacations. So if you want to sign up for getting the schedule when we're going to go live, help decide what we're going to talk about when we're going live, I will put the sign up right below and you can sign up. All right, have a great day, and I will see you next week on the Magical Travel Adventure channel. Bye.